Today is August the 7th, 2014. My name is Tanya Finchum, along with Alex Bishop. We're with Oklahoma State University, and today we're in Claremore, Oklahoma, to speak with Lizzie Hazel Mooney, and this is for our 100-year life project. So thank you for having us today.
Appreciate it.
Let's start with having you tell us when and where you were born.
I was born and raised in Arkansas.
And when's your birthday?
July the 1st,
What year?
1914, I think.
Were you born at home?
Yeah.
And do you have brothers and sisters?
5 brothers and 4 sisters.
A large family. And where are you in that order?
I'm the third one.
From the
2 boys older than me.
Okay. Did you have to share your bedroom?
Is that what?
Have to share your bedroom
Yeah, with a sister.
with? And did you live on a farm?
Yes.
And what kind of chores did you have?
Milk cows and carrying wood.
And what did your father grow?
Cotton and corn and I think some maize.
Did you have to pick cotton?
Yes.
Did you? Did you like it?
Well, that was something we had to do.
Hard work.
Yeah.
And where did you go to school?
Old Hickory, Arkansas.
Was it a one room?
2 room.
And did you go to high school?
No,
Finish the 8th grade?
no, finished the 6th. I thought I might have went in the 7th. No, I don't remember.
Did you get there by walking or by horse?
By walking. Rain or shine.
Muddy roads?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did your father farm with a tractor or a horse and plow?
Horse and plow.
Did you have extra horses or were they just work horses?
Well, at first it's just work horses. Then he got some more.
Well, when you finished school, what did you do?
I just finished the 6th grade.
And then what did you do?
Well, work in the field or in the house, take care of the children.
Help your mother. Did they raise chickens?
Yes,
Who got the job of collecting the eggs?
well, I guess me or Mama.
How about when it was time to kill the chicken?
Well, Mama got sick one time. I was went out to kill a chicken. And I'd come to one and I'd say, she likes to live. Go to another, she likes to live. I just went in the house.
That's what I would have done too. Well, did your mother have a big garden?
Yeah,
Canned a lot of things?
yeah,
Do you remember much about that?
yeah.
It was kind of hard work too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Tomatoes and green beans and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Was church an important part?
yeah.
Went every Sunday?
No. We lived along, sometimes we lived pretty close to the Baptist, and I'd go there. just whichever one was the closest when I was a kid. And then later in life, I got saved and I went to the Assembly of God.
Did any of your brothers have to go to the war?
One brother,
And did he make it back?
yeah, he made it back, but he didn't live to be old.
Are you the first one to make it to 100?
Yeah,
What do you think your secret is?
God.
Well, when did you get married?
When I was 15,
Pretty young.
that's right. Wouldn't do it again.
And how did you meet him, your husband?
He come to the house one time with one of my brothers.
And what did he do for a living?
Same as I did.
Farming?
Yeah.
Did you all stay in Arkansas?
No. After I married, we come to Oklahoma.
And where did you live in Oklahoma?
Wetumka.
I haven't heard of that.
Hughes County. Owensville's the county seat. Wetumka, it's between Wetumka and Calvin and, uh-huh.
And did he farm the rest of his working time? Your husband?
Yeah.
And how many children did you have?
Well, I had 3. The first one died. I got 2 daughters.
And did you sew for them?
Yeah. Done lots of sewing.
She was a perfectionist.
She said you were a perfectionist when you sewed.
I tried to do the best I could.
Did you enter any of them in the county fair?
I don't think so, did it?
Not any of the clothing, but other stuff you did, canned stuff and
Can
I
things?
don't know what all.
Were you a
Quilts,
member of a homemaker club
home
Yeah.
demonstration.
or home demonstration club?
Yeah.
You remember the name?
Hughes County. Hughes County Home Demonstration.
Let's see. What was the name of that?
Hughes County.
Hughes
Hughes County Home Demonstration.
County Home Demonstration.
Yeah.
Did you
Mama.
go ahead?
Mama always made sugar cookies and Jell-O for their meetings. I remember those sugar cookies. It's the only time I ever got cookies when the home demonstration club was meeting.
An interesting
Sugar
combination, Jell-O and sugar cookies.
They were good. That's all we had. It was cheap.
Did you quilt?
Yeah.
Make up your own pattern, or did you? How did you pick?
Oh,
I had some patterns. Let's see. Megan's got one, and
we've all got one, Mom. Megan just got married, and she's wanting to know if Megan has one. She's a grandchild. She's a great. Is she a great grandchild? Is Megan a great grandchild? Yes, Sarah, her mother's the grandchild. She's my daughter. Yeah.
she's not crazy.
Anyway, she's wanting to make sure all of her great grandchildren have quilts also.
You've made a few then.
Yeah.
Did you make any out of flour sacks?
Oh my God.
No, I made dresses out of them
Yes.
for the girls.
How do you do
There's,
that?
We
there's pretty,
go to the store.
and I took lots of pains to fix them. And the sacks was pretty.
Tell them how you took me to the store and you had me to pick out what I liked. Feed sacks.
No, that wasn't,
Huh?
I didn't get them at the feed store.
Where'd we get them?
By using flour and,
I know, you let me pick them out. We got to pick out, we had to have 2 or more to make a dress.
you know, I guess, I don't know how many's that.
Probably in the general stores back in those days, I guess, had flour.
What was the guy's name?
Was your sewing machine one of the ones with the pedals?
Yeah.
Pedals?
My sister's daughter has it now. She has Mama too. Mama was a good hand to sew.
That's how you learned from her?
Well,
I think it's a gift.
I didn't depend on her. I bought a pattern and I went by what the pattern says.
Okay.
Did Grandma teach you how to read the pattern, Mama?
No, and
That's what I'm
I got some ribbon to fix Anna a blouse. And I was in the garden working it. I come in, she done had the ribbon cut.
Not the right way, I must
I
say.
don't remember
But I
that.
had enough to fix it.
What types of things did you grow in your garden?
It's the same thing, tomatoes and cucumbers and beans, tomatoes, just a lot of things.
Did you use a pressure cooker?
Yeah.
Did it ever explode on you? No. No green beans hit the ceiling?
Pardon?
No green beans hit the ceiling? Blew up to the ceiling?
Uh-uh. I watched it carefully.
During those early days, did the farm have water, running water?
No,
Yeah, we ran to the well and got it.
I
I said it had running water. We ran to the well and got it.
that's true.
But did they run back? Did they run back? It's easier running to get it, but running back is a little bit more
It
difficult.
slowed us down.
That's right.
How would you do your laundry?
The red board. But later years, I got a washing machine.
That was a happy day.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, Mom, I can't even remember the rub board.
you don't remember.
You had a wash machine.
Well, it was in the outhouse when the last I knew,
The rub board or the wash machine?
the rub board fixed on the ceiling or something.
No, we didn't use it, but after I was big enough, we had a wash machine because I had to do the laundry. Tell them how we did our laundry. Tell them how we had to do our water.
Well, we had to carry it from the spring at first. Well, that was before I married. Well,
After I was born, you carried it from the spring.
I
So, well, we had to carry it after I was born, all my life.
yeah,
Till I married, y'all got running water after I married. I never lived in a house with a pot till I married.
I always ask, was it a two-seater or a one?
Pardon?
Was the outhouse a two-seater or a one? Have one seat or two, the outhouse?
Had two.
Two,
Yeah, two.
wasn't it?
Now, who would ever go and sit with another person? I don't know.
Only if you had to, I guess. What about bath time?
We did it in the tub, the washing tub.
Outside, inside?
Summertime outside, wintertime inside.
If it's in the winter, you had to do it in the house.
In the kitchen?
I don't remember.
Kitchen and living room, Mama, is all one.
Huh?
Kitchen and living room, it was all one for a long time. Till Daddy built that room on it.
The house was small.
Yeah. When I was growing up, it was a kitchen and dining room, living room, and one bedroom, but we used the living room, had two beds in there, and two in the other room. And the older ones married off, and
Gave you more room.
uh,
Gave you more room.
yeah. Grandma had a horse and buggy, but all we had was a wagon when I was growing up.
Were they from Arkansas or had they moved there from somewhere else?
Who?
Your grandparents?
Well, Grandma, she lived there a long time. Sometimes my uncle would go to the hospital and we'd go live with her. Then when he'd come home, we'd move back to our place.
And where were you when the Depression was going on?
I was in Granny's holler, but we grew so much stuff, we didn't have to stand in the line for food. We canned a lot.
How often would you get a new pair of shoes?
About once a year in the fall to go to school.
Mama, tell them what you did for activities.
I don't remember.
Oh, you shared the grandpa and you shared those guys, Howard's here at night.
Howard Bob.
What they did at night, the cowbell.
Oh, that was the
Neighbor?
Papa had then they fenced the field from to keep the cows out of them in the pasture and the things we grew to eat. And oh yeah, and back then they'd play pranks on each other. And Papa and his friends One night, one of the men rode up on a horse and said, your cows are in the field. We'll help you get them out. So he went to help them, and one of the men had on cowbell. He'd jump over in the field. Well, they'd chase him, and he'd jump back over. And they done that till he got hard. They was awful back then. They played pranks on each other.
They had to make their own fun.
Yeah,
Would there be dances?
yeah, there's dances, but my daddy went to them before when I was little. And Mama decided she'd go with him to break him from going. She danced with a man. Papa never did go anymore.
Pretty smart woman.
Yeah, she was.
She lived to be 102.
Your mother was 102?
I think something like that.
She was 102.
Picking cotton may have helped that some, I guess. Well, do you remember getting your first refrigerator?
I think the first was an ice box. I don't remember getting the refrigerator, but we got one finally.
Well, electricity came to the farm probably in the 30s or 40s.
I don't remember. When I was a kid, well, and after I married, we had telephones just at the neighborhood. And the phone rang, you could listen in if you wanted.
Had a party line.
Yeah. Remember one time, Grandma and my uncle, I stayed with them one night, and they took me to an ice cream social in the buggy and the horse. I never did forget that.
Ice cream was a treat.
Pardon?
Was ice cream a treat?
Yeah.
Was it?
They used to have box suppers. Did you ever attend a box supper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you take?
A pie, I think.
We had pie suppers,
Box supper?
auctioned them off. Oh, where did that money go?
I don't remember.
Went at the home demonstration club?
I don't remember.
Would you have home remedies?
Home remedies.
Uh-huh.
How you mean?
Like if someone had a stomach ache, would you do something?
Oh, yeah. That's about all we had. Was some remedy for something, turpentine and aspirins. I don't remember what all we doctored with.
Well, out in the country, did anybody get snake bit?
Yeah, Mama did. She went out in the yard and a snake bit her and it just hung on. She kicked it off and went in the house and laid down to die. And she didn't get sick.
Maybe that's why she lived to 102. Sounds like you had some fun times.
Yeah.
A lot.
Make her own fun.
What kind of games did you play when you were little?
Seemed like Mom, something about ring around the rosy. I forgot what all they were.
You remember any family traditions like at Christmas or other holidays or Sunday dinners? Did you ever do those type?
No, we didn't do that. It was just another day.
It was just their family. They didn't have anybody over, and me growing up, Mama and Daddy was the same way.
Well,
We didn't have family over, and we didn't have very many friends ever over.
And then going back to your husband, when you met him, did he take you on any dates, or how did he court you?
going to school programs and just neighborhood things.
Did you get married in church or by the justice of the peace?
We went to Church of Christ preacher. He married us.
Was anybody else there?
Just the preacher's family.
Did he have to get permission from your father?
No, we slipped off. Mama knew that when we left, Papa wasn't there.
And who told Papa?
Well, when he come home, Mama told him he was gonna go get me. And Mama said, just leave her alone.
And how long were you married?
Oh, I don't know if you know, Anna.
A long time, huh?
Yeah.
You know what, I never figured that out.
Huh?
I never figured it up. Dad's been gone 30 years, so you married at 15. And you're 100, so married at 15. Dad's been gone 30, so 65 years.
Over 50 at least.
Yeah, they had their probably 62 years, I think, is about right. Because your 50th wedding anniversary, Daddy had already had a stroke. Remember, Dad was really not good at your 50th wedding anniversary. You remember your 50th wedding anniversary?
Seemed like I kind of did. Didn't you and Eva come and fix dinner or supper? Didn't you?
We had everybody over, Mama. We had a big deal.
Huh?
We had a big deal. All of your friends and everybody came. Remember them going in and talking to Daddy and getting Daddy up?
I don't remember.
A long time to be married to one person.
It really
It is these days.
What was your secret?
Well, if you love them, stay with them.
Even if they make you mad?
Yeah. Whatever come or went, you just stayed in there.
What do you think you see? What's your secret to longevity? You have a. Is there anything that's contributed to your long life? Do you think?
I don't know. I just done the best I could. And
She's a health nut. She never drank tea, coffee, any kind of caffeine, never smoked, never drank, never ate too much.
Did you ever think you'd live to be 100?
no, never. Never.
And how did you celebrate when you turned 100?
Anna give me a party.
No. Well, yeah,
They want to make a motion.
well,
These people are here from college, so I don't know. So we are playing, what else?
I'd say modular or district.
Do you have a philosophy that you live by?
Live right. Treat other people like you want to be treated. Do good for evil.
Mama, tell them how many animals and what all kind of animals you always had.
I was curious. Yeah.
Why, I hate animals.
I had a pet skunk and a pet squirrel.
What were their names?
See,
Stinky.
one of them was Susie, wasn't it?
Uh-huh. And Stinky.
And I went somewhere once and the squirrel was up in the tree. And I told her, I said, what was her name?
Susie?
Susie come down. She come down on the closest limb to me. Well, I couldn't reach her. So I got a pole and put up there and let her come down.
And how did you end up with a skunk?
A neighbor, was it the skunk that she gave?
I don't
Or the
remember how
squirrel.
you got it. Every animal that ever lived that had a problem, we had it. We had ducks, geese, chickens, cows, goats. What other animals are there? Pigs. What other animals are there, Mama? We had them all. We had all of the animals.
You did mention a dog or a
Oh,
cat.
guineas, dogs, and cats.
Guineas.
Yeah.
And she'd set them and hatch them. Guess we had to clean up the mess.
I think a neighbor gave me the squirrel. I had two, but there's a hole in the floor and a rat come up and bit one of them and it died.
Must have had rabies.
Uh,
Must have had rabies, why would it die?
the cat, the squirrel. I don't think the squirrel had babies, did it?
No. It got caught in the fan.
Huh?
Didn't it get caught caught in the fan, it got
Oh,
caught.
that was
caught
the
in
squirrel.
The squirrel got caught in the cooling unit
Yeah.
outside, that water cooler we had.
Yeah, he killed it. That was the cutest thing. She wouldn't let nobody pick her up but me. And Anna's cousins was there once. And Bobby started to pick her up. He decided he wouldn't. But I could do her anyway.
Well, did the skunk still have its stink sack?
Yeah, I took her to have it took out. I think I went to 2 veterinaries. Neither one would do it.
Or did she ever spray?
She sprayed the cat raised the skunk. A neighbor gave her to me, and I went home and I thought, well, I'm gonna see if she'll take this skunk. And she did. And she just raised it like it's hers, and the kittens would play with her. And one day she sprayed them. They got too rough on her. They didn't fool with her no more. One of them did. Never quit.
Hopefully that was outside when she sprayed.
I guess she was in the house.
We had everything in the house. We had everything in the house.
No, we didn't have everything in the house.
Just about, didn't we, Bill?
Well, I want to know what's life like for you. What is life like for you at 100? What's a day in the life of a 100-year-old?
Well, it's just, I'm
Mama,
just here.
tell them what you do. Bob comes and gets you to go eat 3 times a day. She
Yeah,
has a new boyfriend.
he's real nice. He does a lot of things for me.
And how did you meet him?
Here.
Let's see. They come to Wetumka.
No, Mama, your boyfriend, Bob.
Yeah, and we had singings or something. Or maybe it's a preacher at the school. At the place where we were. And he come up there. And I met him there.
Mama, we're talking about Bob here.
Yeah.
You never been to Wetumka?
Well, here. I met him here.
I know.
And so he liked me the first time he seen me. And I did him. And we're still friends. He's real good to me. He helps me with little things.
It's nice to have someone like that.
And how old is he?
He's about 2.5 years younger than me.
He'll be 98 soon. Where is he now, Mama? It's 5 o'clock.
Can't beat a good friend.
He's always
Went to
here.
supper, I guess.
Without you?
I don't know. If he went without me.
history is written, what do you want it to say about you?
Well, I lived as a Christian from the time I was 12 years old. And I tried to treat everybody right. It pays to do right.
Do you have a favorite church song?
I guess Amazing Grace.
Do you know the verses?
No, not now. I forgot everything nearly.
That's one of the better ones. Then I'll Fly Away.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to ask her for it? We just sign off.
Well, I just wondered what things she has seen in her lifetime that for the first time. It's like cars, planes, telephones, cell phones. She has a cell phone
A cell phone.
and learned how to use it. And all the computers, she's seen all of that. She's, you know.
What do you think's the greatest invention that's been made in your lifetime?
I guess the car.
You remember your first car or the first?
I don't think I do.
We rode the tractor to town and back. We didn't have a car in a trailer. Do you remember that, Mama? We parked it up there by the Baptist church. And then we walked to the stores. Sometimes we parked it behind Henry Bowles.
I guess we did.
I guess we
That
did.
was, I think, worth a mule for that too.
And Hicks, Clyde Hicks, we went there to sell our cream and stuff.
You ever remember seeing your first airplane?
No, they'd fly over. We'd run out to see them, the fly.
Television.
Papa and Mama got one. I don't remember our first television.
They didn't have one when you were home, Mama. You didn't have
No.
TV till you married.
No,
Just a radio. Radio.
What,
We got
what
it.
types of programs would you listen to on the radio?
I forgot their names. I don't know.
At noon, when we came in from the field, you don't remember what we listened to?
Little,
Johnny Lee Wills and the Playboys.
yeah.
When we came in, it was always a high noon. They came on, and we were coming out of the field, and they would play that one song. I can't even remember the name of it. It was their theme song. It was Johnny Lee Wills and the Texas Playboys.
My brain won't hold everything now.
Well, Mama, yours is bigger. It should.
It shrunk.
Shrunk. Well, I can tell them a lot
Sure.
that you left out. Picking cucumbers and selling them at the pickle factory.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She don't remember much of it because I was the one that picked them.
Where was the pickle factory?
Calvin.
In where was it? Huh?
Calvin.
Yeah.
Calvin, Oklahoma?
And what was the
Getty.
man's name that run it?
Bill Getty.
Yeah. he had a daughter.
Patsy.
So you remember more than you think.
And
What did we eat, Mama? That's the only time we got to eat out. Remember when Daddy took the peanuts or the cotton to he had a cotton gin down there. And they had a cafe. The Gettys had a cafe there. Remember? I ate my first hamburger there. You remember that?
yeah,
Did you get it for free? Because you gave some cucumbers for those pickles.
I think he did. I think we did get our supper for free. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think we did.
Yeah.
I think Bill Getty.
Yeah, gave it to us for bringing our cotton, our peanuts, whichever we had. Daddy took both of them to his gin. And boy, I could remember, Daddy always took us. We never got to go with Daddy, but we got to go to that.
I'm sure in those days you exchanged something you grew for food or medical care. Did you ever
Look
do
how
that?
much milk you milked and sold for commodities that people traded, give you commodities. They gave you peanut butter and cheese for your milk, and we were happy to get the peanut butter and cheese because they got all they wanted and we didn't get all we wanted. What else did you trade?
But
What else did we get from you trading milk?
I forgot all about it. Just anything we could get.
I don't remember anything but peanut butter and cheese. Cheese came in that big box, that big long box. And peanut butter came in a big jar. What else did we get from them? I don't remember anything else but that.
I don't remember anything else.
Maybe that's all they got we wanted. She had a milk route.
A milk route.
Ask her about a milk route.
And I delivered milk.
And cream and butter.
Sweet milk and buttermilk. He kept me busy.
Did you have to milk the cows first?
Yeah.
Make cottage cheese too?
Seemed like I made some cottage cheese.
Not a lot.
A little bit.
And homemade butter?
Yeah. We had all the butter we wanted. What'd she say?
She said she didn't like the butter, or
I don't like the smell of butter still.
doesn't like the smell of butter.
I think it smells good.
I remember
It's sure better than what you can buy.
Okay. Let me see, what else has she done that was so different? Oh, yeah. That's what she's been doing. See those back there? That's what she does now. She's made for all of the great-grandkids, the doilies, and all of her grandkids.
Kind of like whip.
Come
whipping.
in.
Oh, no,
Come in.
they busy, yeah.
Well,
And not home, I just need to keep the
her medicine.
family out.
Well, I just finished.
Remember later, and what time?
Thank you for talking with us today.
It's good to have you.
Okay, thank you.